Hi. So this is my level 1-2 flow class that you would normally be taking at Yoga Works with me on Sundays. Obviously the class is going to be a little bit modified. It's in my living room, my dog is here, and we're going to try and make the best use of space. For those of you who've never practiced with me before, my name is Looney. I teach Kundalini Yoga and I teach level 1-2 flow yoga at Yoga Works in El Segundo and in Playa Vista. So what you'll need with you today is just a yoga mat like I have here, maybe a block. If you need a blanket or a bolster for hip comfort. So it's going to be somewhat of a modified class. We'll still incorporate some sound healing at the end. But let's do your best, and it'll probably be a bit of a shortened class as well compared to the normal hour and 15 minutes that we normally do. Okay, so let's buckle up and go. Let's start by coming on to the hands and knees. Hands are under the shoulders, fingers spread wide, knees are under the hips. And we're going to begin a series of cat-cow. So I'm going to inhale, lift my chin and my tail. Exhale, round, tuck the tail, dome the back. And the eyes are closed. Breath is long and deep. Inhale to lift, exhale to round. Powerful breathing here as you move. Keep those eyes closed and drawn up to third eye center. So we're stimulating hypothalamus, pituitary, and pineal glands. Let's go for 5 more of these cat-cow movements through the spine. Inhale, exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift chin and tail. Exhale, round and tuck, dome. And then let's come to a neutral spine. Hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, the belly is pulled in, and the tail is turned down, so we have a nice, flat, neutral spine. I'm going to take my left arm, reach it up high to the side. Exhale, lace that arm under, drop the left shoulder down to the ground, left temple down to the ground. Right arm reaches up and stretches up to the top of the mat. Pressing deep into that left shoulder, feeling the muscles on the left side of the body pulling away from the center line gently. Take a few deep breaths here, breathing into the space that you're creating in the left side of the back. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, walk yourself up, right back to tabletop, neutral spine. Exhale, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, right arm reaches up high to the side, stretching through the chest. Exhale, lace that arm under, drop right shoulder, right temple to the ground, left hand stretches up to the top of the mat. And breathe into that space between the shoulder blades. Inhale and exhale. One more time. And exhale. Inhale, bring it back up. And if you practice with me in the studio, you know that I tend to cue to try and practice at least at your best capacity with the eyes closed and ears open. Try and listen to the cues. Eyes are closed as long as the balance and stability allows. Really allow yourself to turn inward in the practice. Let's curl the toes under. Press strong into the hands and come into a downward dog. And I'm going to start pedaling through the feet, wagging the tail. Head hangs heavy, shake it nice and loose. And as you can see, my shoulders are long away from my ears. The eyes of my elbows are turned toward one another and up to the sky, so I'm engaging into the triceps. And just pedaling long. And then press into those heels. Let's lift up high in the balls of the feet. Bend the knees, look to the hands, and gently step into the hands. Inhale, pressing onto the shins, lift to flat spine, extending through the crown of the head. Bend into the knees, exhale, bow forward, grab onto opposite elbows. Bend the knees, nice and easy, and gently rock from side to side like a pendulum. Feeling the side body and the low back and the hamstrings release. And then gently come back center, release the hands, sweep it up, hands up overhead, join the palms. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Sweep it up, inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge and bow. Good. Inhale, lift to a flat spine, extend through the crown of the head. Ground the hands, slide it back to a high plank. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, come down onto the belly. Hands remain under the shoulders, and I press down strong onto the tops of my feet. I turn my tail down, but my glutes are soft. Inhale, lift, low cobra. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift, low cobra. Exhale, come down. One more time. Inhale, lift, low cobra. Exhale, come down. Let's take those hands to interlace behind the back. Okay, maybe a strap or a piece of fabric would be helpful if you can't necessarily join the hands to touch. Let's lift the knuckles away from the shoulders and away from the tail. Take a deep inhale to lift through the upper body, and then gently roll over onto the left shoulder. I'm going to kickstand my right leg down behind me. Slide my left foot forward and extend through pointed toe. Head can relax on the ground or head can stay lifted as you lift those knuckles up behind the back of the body, stretching through the heart and through the chest. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. Inhale. And as you exhale, release the hands but keep the posture. Right hand reaches back, grabs onto right ankle. Kick the foot into the hand and stretch open through the heart. Feeling a nice stretch in the quad and in the hip flexor, keeping this left leg sharp and extended. I'm lifting through my heart, my chest, my hip flexor, stretching through the quad. Breathing while I do this. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. In through the nose and out through the nose. Release. Come back down onto the belly. Again, pressing onto the tops of the feet, hands under the shoulders. Lift up, low cobra. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down. And you may not be going up as high as I'm showing here. You may have some tension in the low back or maybe a low back injury that only allows you to go up this high. That is okay. Go only as high as the low back is willing to allow. And exhale, come down. Again, hands interlaced behind the back. Let's lift those knuckles up and away and roll over onto the right shoulder. I'm going to kickstand my left leg down behind me, stretch strong through my right toes. Lift the knuckles up and behind. Stretching through my chest and shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. And release the grip of the hands. Left hand grabs onto left ankle. Kick the foot into the hand and stretch open through the heart. Hip flexor and quad. Stretching through and opening the front body. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. And release. Hands come under the shoulders. Curl the toes under. Let me get my music going here. Okay. Curl the toes under, and let's press back into a downward dog. So spread those hands wide. Lift up through the hips. Chin to the chest. Shake the head loose. Pedal and wag the tail. Ground through the heels. Let's inhale, lift up high in the toes, bend the knees, look to the hands, gently step to the hands. Inhale, lift flat spine. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, sweep up and rise, hands come up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep and rise. Exhale, hinge and bow. Inhale, lift flat. Ground the hands, step it back, high plank. And let's hold here in high plank for a moment. Ground strong through hands, fingertips. Eyes to the elbows, turn forward, shoulders plug back away from the ears. Navel pulls in, inner thighs engage, hamstrings and quads engage. Breathing through the nose. One more full breath, inhale. Exhale, ground the left knee. Left foot turns off to the side, inner arch of the right foot grounds. Right hand reaches up and stretches overhead. Looking up to the sky, reaching strong through the fingers like you're trying to grab a balloon as it's floating away. Strong anchor through that backside edge foot. Feel the skin and the tissue of the body stretch on that right side. One more full breath, inhale. Exhale, look down at the hands, and now rise up through the torso. Right hand slides down right thigh, left hand reaches up, turn the tailbone down, press the pelvis slightly forward as you reach overhead, looking up to that left hand. Inhale. Exhale, reach a little further. One more time, inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Back to a high plank. Bend the right knee, right foot turns off. Inner arch of the left foot grounds. Left hand sweeps up and over. Belly to the sky. Looking up and back at that hand, stretching, trying to grab that balloon. Anchoring through the side edge foot. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, look down to the right hand, rising up through the torso, anchoring that backside edge foot. Sweep the right arm up and over. Tail turns down. Stretch and reach. Shoulder plugs away from the ear. And breathe. One more time, inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. High plank. With or without the support of the knees. Bending into the elbows, coming down on the belly. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Chin to the chest, shake the head loose. Wag the tail and pedal the feet. Let's take that right leg, sweep it up high behind you. Bend the right knee, open the hip, belly button faces the right side of the room. Right hip point stacks on top of the left hip point. Chest is parallel to the ground. And try and apply some gravity to that right foot so it's pulling itself over to the left side a little. Breathing into the belly, into the psoas, into the hip flexor. One more time, inhale. And as you exhale, turn the knee in under, step the foot between the hands, ground the left knee, sweep the arms up, sink the hips toward the right heel, cactus those arms out, chin to the chest, stretch through the chest. 3 breaths. Close the eyes and breathe. One more time, inhale. As you exhale, interlace the hands behind the back. Knuckles draw down toward the floor, lift through the heart, inhale. Exhale, hips push back, belly rests on right thigh. Knuckles come up over the back of the head. Now for stability here, we're engaging in the belly, navel center. We're also feeling the inner thighs engage. Lift those knuckles up, stretching through the heart. And breathe. One more breath. Exhale. Release the hands, sweep it up. Inhale. Exhale, ground the hands. Lift up on the ball of the back foot. Scissor those inner thighs. Right arm reaches up to twist. Inhale. Exhale, right arm stretches overhead. Right hip crease pulls back. Right shoulder pulls away from the ear. Again, think about that balloon that you're reaching for through the fingers. Maybe close the eyes. Take long, deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. One more time in through the nose. Exhale, heart turns down. Anchor the back side edge foot. Let's sweep it up into a warrior one. Inhale. Into the thigh we bend. Through that knee, shoulders down and away. Anchoring back side edge foot. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sink a little more deeply. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, hands come to the heart center. Let's twist the belly to the left side. Right forearm grounds on the right thigh. Left hand reaches up and reaches behind. Left fingers grab onto right hip crease. Use that leverage to pull the shoulder and the gaze up toward the sky. Sink into that right thigh. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, gaze down to the foot. Keep that left-handed bind. Right arm reaches up and sweeps up and behind. Sink into that hip a little more deeply. Reach up through the right arm. Breathe. One more time, inhale. Exhale, release the bind, cartwheel the hands down. Slide the right foot back, high plank. Chaturanga push-up. Inhale, low cobra or upward dog. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Shake the head loose. Side out. Left leg rises up high behind. Bend the knee, open the hip. Apply gravity to that left foot. Let it pull over to the right side. Keep the chest parallel to the ground. Breathing through. One more time. Inhale. As you exhale, knee comes in between the hands, step down, ground the right knee. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands come out, cactus pose. Chin to the chest, sink the hips forward, heart opens up. Head can hang back or keep the chin to the chest. Either way. And breathe. Feeling a nice stretch in the right hip flexor, left hamstring. One more breath. Hands interlace behind the back. Knuckles toward the floor, lift through the heart. Shift the hips back. Belly rests on the thighs. Head hangs heavy. Knuckles come up over the back of the head. Feel engaged through the navel center. Feel engaged through the inner thighs. See if you could join those palms to touch. Sometimes we have a tendency to splay out through the wrists like that. I'm going to try and join the palms to touch. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Sweep it up. Exhale, hands come down. Lift up on the ball of the back foot. Scissor those inner thighs. Right hand stays grounded. Left arm twists up to reach. Inhale. Exhale, stretch that left arm overhead. Left hip crease pulls back. Fingers reaching overhead. Breathing as you reach. One more breath. Exhale, turn the heart down. Anchor the backside edge foot. Sweep it up to rise up, warrior one. Inhale. Sink down into the thigh, heart to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little more deeply. One more breath. As you exhale, turn the belly to the right side of the room. Left forearm grounds on the left thigh. Right hand reaches up. Reach it behind. Grab that bind. Lift the heart up to the sky. Extend through the crown of the head. Close the eyes if your balance allows. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. As you exhale, look down to the left foot. Keep the bind with the right hand. Sweep the left arm up. Sink in and reverse. Stretching through the left side ribs. Keeping that heat in the left thigh. Breathing through the nose. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, release. Cartwheel. Hands down. Slide that left foot back, high plank. With or without the knees. Chaturanga push-up. Inhale, low cobra or upward dog. Exhale, press back. Downward dog. Chin to the chest, shoulders away from the ears. Right leg rises up high behind. Extend and lift. Keep the hip points facing the ground. Stretch long and reach. Ground through that left back heel. And then bring that knee in under. Step the foot between the hands. Hold in a low lunge. Train track those feet, so create a little space here. So instead of being on a tightrope, we're on train tracks. Engage navel center, bathroom muscles. Inhale, rise, crescent pose. Sink into the thighs, back knee bends. Shoulders plug down and away, tail turns down. Hands come to the heart center. Let's twist the belly across the right thigh. Scissoring those inner thighs. Spread the arms out wide. Press strong through the ball of the back foot. Sink deeper into the front thigh. Breathe. Now keep this position. Return your gaze to the front hand. Right hand touches the back left thigh. Left hand reaches up as you lean back. Exalted warrior, stretching through. Feeling left hip flex to the whole left side body. Heat in that right front thigh. One more breath, inhale. Now exhale, we're going to cartwheel the hands and come into a warrior two. Anchoring that backside edge foot, sink into the front thigh, align the spine over the pelvis, sink down in. Left hand on left thigh, right hand reaches up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, strengthen and lengthen through that front leg. Lean back. And then hinge forward. Right hand on right thigh, or right shin rather. Left hand reaches up and then stretches overhead. Gazing up to the hand. Long reach. Stretching through the skin, stretching through the tissues, lengthening through the bones and the joints. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Bending into the front knee. Turning the hands down next to the right foot, lifting up on the ball of the back foot. Stepping the left foot in to meet the right. Let's inhale, rise to a chair pose. Navel draws in, tail turns down, shoulders away from the ears. I'm going to take my right arm in front of my heart. Left elbow comes inside the right elbow crease and I wrap my arms. Eagle arms. Sink those hips lower. Deep inhale. And then exhale, bow forward. Head hangs heavy. Squeeze those elbows together. Weight transfers to the balls of the feet. And breathe into the canvas of your back. One more time. Exhale. Release the hands. Sweep up. Interlace the hands and turn the palms up to the sky. Weight is in the toes. Lean back. Draw the navel to the spine. Glutes are soft. See how far you can lean back. One more time. Forgot to put my phone on silent. Won't do that again. All right. Now, swan dive forward. Release the arms, come down. Slide it back, high plank. With or without bent knees, come down through bent elbows. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, press back, curl toes under, downward dog. Left leg rises high, inhale. Stretch it up, head is heavy, chin to the chest. Pressing down through that right heel. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands and train track those feet. Scissor the inner thighs. Let's inhale, rise, crescent pose. Bend the knees. Shoulders plug away from the ears. Hands come to the heart center. Let's twist the belly across the left thigh, pressing strong through the ball of the back foot. Extend those arms out to a T. Gazing to the back left hand. Keep the position. Turn your gaze forward. Left hand on right back thigh. Right hand reaches up, leans back. Exalted warrior. Breathing into the belly. Long, deep breaths. One more time. Now exhale, cartwheel the hands, anchor the back side edge foot, come into a warrior two. Sink the hips down, align the spine over the pelvis. Arms are long, shoulders away from the ears. Right hand on right thigh, left hand reaches up, leans back. Exhale, sink down. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale, lengthen through the left leg, lean back even further. Nice long stretch, inhale through the nose. And then as you exhale, hinge forward. Your hip may pop like mine does. Left hand on left shin. Gaze up, right arm up to the sky. And then stretch it overhead. Shoulder plugs away from the ear. Belly turns up to the sky. Feel everything lengthen here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more breath. Now as you exhale, bend into the front knee. Turn the heart down. Slide the right foot up to meet the left. Sit down into chair pose. Rise the arms up. Navel draws in. Tail turns down. Left arm comes in front of the heart. Right elbow inside. Eagle arms. Inhale, lift elbows. Exhale, bow forward. Head hangs heavy, weight comes to the toes. And breathe into the belly, breathe into the ribs. Stretching through the canvas of the back. One more time, inhale. Exhale, release. Sweep it up to rise. Interlace the hands, palms to the sky. Weight is in the toes. And again, lean back. As you exhale, swan dive forward. Heart leads. Hands come down. Step it back, high plank. Chaturanga push-up. Inhale, low cobra or upward dog. Exhale, press back. Downward dog. Hi, little girl. Hi, little honey. Right leg rises up high behind you. On that inhale, let's bring the right knee down to the right wrist. Slide the left leg back. Inhale, lift through the heart. Press that extended back foot down onto the ground. And then as you exhale, slowly walk. Forearms, forehead, down into pigeon pose. Long, deep breathing here. All the way into the belly we breathe. Let's take 2 more. In through the nose. Out through the nose. All right. Let's walk those hands back up under the body. Lift through the chest. Curl the left toes under. Slide the hips up and back. Step that right foot back to a downward dog. Wag the tail. Let's take the left leg, sweep it up high. Bend the left knee to the left wrist. Slide the right leg back. Press strong onto the top of the extended back foot. Lift up through the heart. Inhale. And then exhale, slowly come down, laying the belly down on the calf if you can. If you're tight in the hips and this is a painful experience, feel free to grab one of your blocks and slide it under the left hip. Okay, that'll give you some support in the pelvis. And then bring yourself down. Breathing long and deep here. Two more breaths. All right, let's inhale, lift up through the chest. Swing that right leg around. And let's do a little stretching for the low back. So I'm going to come out into a straddle stretch. As wide as you can get those legs. If you're tight in the hamstrings, feel free to bend into the knees. You always want to flex through the feet. Turn the volume down a little bit. You always want to flex through the feet. This is going to be helpful in protecting your joints, okay? So either my legs are fully extended and I'm flexed through the feet, or my knees are bent and I'm flexed through the feet. We also have a tendency to kind of dump into the low back, right, and round if we're tight in the low back or in the hamstrings or inner thighs. See if you can take that pelvis and lift it up and maybe tilt it forward slightly, okay? And then let's gently put the hands out in front of the chest and then just walk the body down. I'm going to walk my way out of the frame here, so let me back it up. Okay. And then let's just come lay down. Now you may or may not come all the way down. Even if you're just here, right? Just at this point where you're like, all right, this is my spot. Try and lengthen through the spine, extend through the crown of the head as opposed to rounding. Okay, so we want the shoulders back and away, long through the spine, extending through the crown of the head, and then hinging forward at the hips. Keep those feet engaged. And breathing. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise, walk the torso up, and let's take the left foot, pull it into the groin. Flex the foot. My right leg stays extended. I slide my right hand down my thigh, maybe grab onto my big toe with my peace fingers if that's accessible. And I'm going to pull my torso down, turn my heart and belly up to the sky. Left arm reaches up and over. Okay, we're going to want to really press that left knee down and away. And reach and breathe. Keep the heart turning up. And stretch and reach long through those fingers. Breathe. One more time. And as you exhale, turn the belly down toward the thigh. Left hand grabs onto that left foot if it's accessible. Lift through the heart, and then bow forward, nose to knee. Draw the navel to the spine, and breathe. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Rise it up, inhale. Switch it out. Left leg comes out, right leg comes in. Pushing this right knee down and away. Slide the left hand down the left leg, maybe grab onto the big toe with the peace fingers. Turn the heart and belly up toward the sky. Right arm reaches up and stretches over. Reach through those fingers. Push that right knee down and away. Heart is turning up to the sky. Shoulder plugs away. And breathe. Into the belly, into the ribs. We're doing a lot of detoxing of the organs here in a way that we're putting contraction and extension, right? I'm contracting on the left side of the body and extending on the right. And this is helping kind of flush out some stagnancies and old blood out of the organs. Helps refresh them and keep us young and full of vitality. One more full breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, turn the belly down over the thigh. Right hand grabs onto left foot if possible. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull the body down, nose to the knee. And breathe into the stretch. Two more breaths. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. And let's rise it up. All right, good stuff. Your lower back will definitely thank you for that one. Let's extend the legs forward. Reach the arms forward. Lift up through the spine. Extend through the crown of the head. With the navel center, slowly articulate your spine down, one vertebrae at a time. Okay? And then once you're down, heels walk in toward the butt, knees are hip distance apart. I'm going to lift up into a bridge pose, walk my shoulders in under my ribs, interlace my fingers under my tail, chin to the chest, long deep breathing into the belly. So tent up on the belly as you inhale. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. As you exhale, release the hands, articulate the spine down from shoulders to tail. Left leg extends long. Right knee comes up to tabletop. Right arm extends out with the palm face down. Left hand guides the right knee across the body to twist. Try and keep that right shoulder grounded. Big belly breaths. Close the eyes. One more time, inhale. right leg grows long. Left leg comes up, tabletop. Left arm extends out, palm face down. Right hand guides left knee across to twist. Gazing in the direction of the left. Left shoulder's grounded. Twist. Take a long deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. Two more times. Last time. Okay, come back. Feet and thighs turn out naturally. Palms face up next to the hips. Tailbone turns down. Shoulders down away from the ears. Chin to the chest. Let the jaw soften. Let the tongue relax in the mouth. Let the ears fall back. Let the eyes sink back. And stay here for a few moments in Savasana while I rise up and play a little bit of sound healing. So give yourself that time, that very necessary time, the most important time in the practice of yoga, which is that time of stillness and rest. Gently wiggling your fingers and your toes. Draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your forearms around your shins and rock from side to side. And then roll onto one side into fetal position. Take an inhale. Sigh it out. And gently use your top hand to push yourself up to seated, cross-leg position. Eyes are closed. Hands come to the heart center. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. Suspend the breath. Bring folded hands to third eye center, blessing that you'll be guided by intuition and have the wisdom and courage to follow it. Exhale, bowing forward. Namaste. Thank you guys. This is my first flow class on video, so, phone rings and dogs give kisses and all those things, so it's all part of it. I hope to have a couple more coming out, so thank you for joining me, and I'll be putting out some Kundalini videos, some flow videos, some meditation videos, so stay tuned. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.